show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another weekly movie chats. I'm Steve, and this is my good friend, Little Steve. How are you, sir?
Right,
Okay?
you've got the big name, have you now? Are you just Steve?
I'm just Steve, mate. I'm trying not to be Big Steve. I'm just Steve now. You know, the gym. I'm going to be Massive Steve by the time I finish.
It's now Steve and Little Steve. I like it. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Ladies and gents, if you are watching on Facebook, please do move over to YouTube. Come and join us in the side chat and take part of what's going on over there. And while you're there, do hit the like and subscribe buttons as well, and that way you know that you're never going to miss us when we go on. How was your week been?
Draining. It's been draining. I've been doing some training for work, which took 3 days. So 3 days of my life I'll never get back. Or to do with sort of risk assessments and stuff. So it was interesting. I learned a lot, but bloody hell, it was a bit draining. But other than that, yeah, I'm just on my first day off now. So I popped into town earlier on and picked up some bits, and just I'm going to enjoy this weekend, I think.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Now let's have a see who's in. Good evening, Joan. First in, Kathy. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Anthony. Right. Yeah, we were at Fondin, mate. We arrived about 10 to 7 this morning. We had a good wander around. We were there for about an hour.
Hey, Cherry.
So yeah, we picked up some good stuff in there.
Yeah, you text me about messaged me about 10:30 this morning. You're like a list of things that you'd done. I'm like, bloody hell! It's like, I'm just going to chill out now. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I've done my morning workout. I've been to a boot sale. I've tidied the garden. We've been to the tip. We bought additional white stone for the garden, and we've laid that. And I got me daily steps in by 10:30 this morning. So yeah, it was all done.
Your wife must hate you.
Crawled up on the couch for the rest of the day. Bits,
the agony.
There's a few other bits. We got some teddies as well, which I've actually forgot to pick up out of the other room and bring them in. No, it was quite busy there this morning. So you know, and I didn't have my hoodie on today. I never had my hoodie on. Evening, Sherry. Thank you for joining us.
Kathy says bits equals DVDs.
Yeah, so this week has been quite an interesting week because it's the start of our holidays. We're off today and tomorrow. We're off all next week, and we're off on Monday as well, the week after. So, just to let everybody know, I will not be here next week. So we're down in Tenby. So if you see us walking around Tenby, please do feel free to say hello.
Where's Tenby?
It's like South Wales.
Oh, okay,
yeah. So little Manny here is going to be doing it by himself next week.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be done in about half an hour.
Well, you all prefer it when little Steve's on by himself. I see the viewing stats.
Just watch me panic for an hour and a half.
I see the viewing stats.
Well,
okay.
Myself.
So again, for those watching on Facebook, please do move over to YouTube and come and join us in the side chat. Shall we crack on, mate? Should we jump into the homework?
Yeah, can do.
Yeah. Right. So this week's homework was actually a carryover from the week before. It was Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Now, I've never seen this film before, and I didn't know what to expect. Now, I love like the Army of Darkness type of movies, the comedies and that. And I was pleasantly surprised by Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I really enjoyed the film. Oh, there we go. I knew he disappeared off to go and get it.
Because it was still downstairs.
You know, he took a picture of it and sent it over to me early on in the week to say, "Look what I've got," and I'm just like, "Git."
Yeah, I had to pay up for it, but you know, it's the channel's worth it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I didn't know what to expect watching the film. But then it's got, is it Alan Tyrick in it? Is it Tyrick? The actor, the one from
Alan. Yeah, he's from Dodgeball.
Yeah, from Dodgeball, Firefly.
He's the pirate in Dodgeball.
That's right. Yeah. And Doom Patrol. He's the bad guy in Doom Patrol and stuff like that. Resident Alien and series like that. He's really funny, and I just love the take on the whole teenage murder at the lake sort of scenario.
So it's a flip on the horror genre, isn't it? So you've got your typical rednecks that are usually like the villains, if you like, and actually they're the nicest people, and it's the frat kids that are the arseholes, if you like. But yeah, it was like you said. I went into that absolutely knowing nothing about it, thinking, all right, it says it's a bit of a comedy as well, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny. I thought the guy the big guy who played Dale, he was brilliant in that. Alison girl, she's pretty good. The only thing I would say that was a negative for me was the main protagonist, and I think his acting was a bit wooden.
The school kid, the college kid,
the lad, I think he was a bit. They might have got someone, but if they'd have got someone slightly better for him, I think. Mate, it's a great movie though. Take nothing away from it. It's a really funny movie. How things just happen.
I just love the bit where the walking through the woods and he's going, college kids. Yeah. Anyway, I'll go back to battering her later. You know, I'm
But
you batter everybody. Oh, I know. I've just got one of those, Bray, and it was just brilliant. And then when he was speaking to the cop, he was like, "Look, you're not going to believe this. This is not what this looks like. There's some sort of suicide pact coming here." He jumped straight into the wood chipper, and the other bloke just jumped in and speared himself.
So he goes walking over to him, just drops the legs on the floor.
Yeah.
It's not what it looks like.
And then oh yeah, but I've got one of the young girls unconscious in the cabin, but where's she? Oh, she's in my bedroom. It's just like, no, shut up.
His face is just stung full of wasps.
It was really funny. I'm glad someone recommended it for the wheel.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that I would have expected to see something like this in like the pound shop or something. Do you know what I mean, on DVD or whatever? And I probably have, to be fair, because I'm sure I've seen that front cover before. But it's not something I would have. I'd say something I would have picked up if you see my collection. But you know what I mean. I probably wouldn't have looked at it twice unless it was sort of around £2 and thought I'll pick it up. But to actually watch it because it was on the homework list, it's a really good movie, and I could quite easily watch that again. To be fair.
Evening, Rich. Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah, no, if I was looking for, like I say, it's up there with Evil Dead with me. That type of thing. The only thing it hasn't got is like some sort of zombie walking around, but I'm pleased with that. But I did like, for those, spoiler alert for those that never watched it, I did like the end twist where you find out that the college guy is the way he is.
What you're doing, yeah. Yeah.
It is a really good film. If you haven't seen it, please go and watch Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It is a really
go over
funny
and
film.
talk to them, and he's there with a scythe in his hand.
Yeah.
Just laugh at anything, smile and laugh.
Just be yourself and just smile and laugh.
Camping, you go camping. And then that dog with one eye.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
It's really, really good film. Right. Speaking of wheels,
Has ours come off already, have they?
Yes. A year in and the wheels have fell off, Steve. Let me know what you want to do about next week, mate. Do you want a homework movie or do you just want to...
No, mate. Whatever we pick today, we'll just put that on the week after.
On the week after. That's fine.
On Thursday.
That's not a problem. Because like you say, with the movie wheel's going strong. It's the year wheel that is coming slowly to a close. However, thank you for the guys that took the time to comment on last week's show for the actors. We've had some great suggestions there, and it's going to start us off really well. I just haven't had the time to go in and put it all together. Thoughts on Never Ending Story?
I tell you, I haven't seen that in
an
a long
ending.
time.
It's got an ending.
False advertising.
It is. It won't get through on today's standards. No, I enjoyed Never Ending Story. The bit where Atreyu and Atriox, is it Atriox the horse?
Oh God, it's been a long time. I'm not sure, to be honest. It's been a long time.
It's where the horse dies in the sadness pit. I want to say, was it Artax, the horse? Come on, someone put me out my misery in the chat. Is it Artax, the horse?
Doesn't say.
Anyway, right. While someone's going to put me out my misery there, we're going to move on to the year review. So this week we had the awesome pleasure of reviewing 1987.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I thought last week were bad, to be fair. I thought last week was a real struggle. But then I got that message off you at the start of the week going, have you had a look yet? And I'm like, oh no. I was like, the second I got that off you, I thought, right, okay, this is going to be difficult. And I purposely left stuff off there because I thought he's going to mention that.
I don't know, mate. There's a few on there that I probably would have mentioned.
I can guarantee you there's at least one of them, 100% that is getting mentioned by you.
Predator might be on my list.
Is it really? I don't know where that came from.
Artex's dodgy plastering. Yeah, and I'll try. Yeah, okay. I knew it was something like that. It must have been about 10 years since I've seen that film. But yeah, the bit where the horse dies in the sadness sand, that just, if that doesn't bring a tear to your eye, you're dead
inside.
Yeah, you're dead in the heart. Would you like to start off with your top 5? I'm not gonna lie. You've gone top 10.
Yeah.
Well, I have got 6. I've got 13, including me mentions.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Kathy, sorry. If you have not seen The Never Ending Story by now.
I was dying to put that on there, Kathy, but I didn't have a chance. I went quick enough. Jones Put Overboard is one of my favourite movies from 1987. It is a good movie. I never got around to seeing the remake of it, but it didn't land very well by the looks of it. So there's a lot. I want to bear this in mind. There's a lot that I've missed out. A lot I've missed out. I would say I'm trying to justify this by like what I've watched multiple times and what I liked at the time. So I'll go with number 10. I've got Harry and the Hendersons.
Okay, yeah.
So I love that movie. That was great. That was. Number 9, I've got The Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
Number 8, I've got one called Hope and Glory.
Yeah, I love that film.
Yeah. Number 7, Secret of My Success, which I love, a Michael J. Fox movie. That's a great movie, that is. Number 6, and I see this every year, Plane, Trains and Automobiles.
Yeah.
Number 5, Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Number 4,
okay,
Dirty Dancing. Number 3, Batteries Not Included.
Yeah.
Makes me cry, that movie.
I love that film.
Yeah.
Batteries Not Included.
Number 2, Full Metal Jacket,
Mm-hmm.
which I am currently fighting the urge to buy the steelbook from CEX for.
Why?
And number 1, what?
Because it's metal.
No, I went in yesterday and there was a 4K steelbook of Full Metal Jacket.
Just buy it.
But I've got the Stanley Kubrick collection.
Well, you can get rid of the collection and go and buy the bloody book.
No, hold off. I've got blooming 2001 Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, Barry London, The Shining, Eyes Wide Shut, Full Metal Jacket, and Lolita in that. No chance. I'd have to buy more. And number 1 is RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Yes. So there is a lot of movies I've not managed to mention. But I had to put that down because that was the first I saw that when it came out, and it just blew me away. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was very young at the time, but I've gone on to Metal Minds and it was on there.
Let's go through my mentions. So I've got Spaceballs. I've got Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
I've got Lethal Weapon. I've got Inner Space.
Yep.
I've got Batteries Not Included.
Right.
I've got an awesome war film of Empire of the Sun. Okay. Christian Bale, Japanese. Good morning, Vietnam! That's in there. That's got to be mentioned.
Yep.
Then, my top 6. Right. I've got Full Metal Jacket.
Right.
I've got Predator.
Who does a top 6?
There's your extra one.
Right, guys, he's just going to try and get his breath back first.
Got The Running Man.
Yep.
RoboCop.
Yep.
The Untouchables.
Yep.
It was a brilliant film. And a nice little sort of like romantic comedy.
Blind Date.
Blind Date.
Blind Date, yeah.
Now, Bruce Willis is absolutely superb in that. And it's a shame that we don't really get to see much of his sort of comedic acting.
He's bigger and better. But this is it. Like I said to you before, though, mate. There is loads that we could have missed out. I mean, like obviously Rich has put and Jason's put about the Lost Boys, and then obviously Jason's put Adventures of a Babysitter.
Yeah, Jones got Rise in Arizona.
Yeah,
someone's mentioned before Fatal Attraction.
Yeah,
you know, it's Beverly Hills Cop is in there.
2.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 2. See, my honourable mentions were Mannequin. Bit of a guilty pleasure, that one. Over the Top. I've only watched that the last few years. That I enjoyed that. Inner Space, as you said, which I've watched that a few times. Blind Date, Good Morning Vietnam, which, being a big fan of Robin Williams, I would have expected to put that in there, but I weren't doing it just on that basis. Masters of the Universe, Superman 4, which I know I know Superman 4 is not the strongest of them, but I think that's the one I vividly remember when I first started watching them. And Three Men and a Baby,
Yeah.
which again that's another sort of unsung comedy that I enjoy that one.
Now they're remaking Three Men and a Baby.
Hmm?
They're gonna remake.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, I think they are.
And I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Kathy seems to really want to point out Princess Bride. I can tell. I've never seen Princess Bride, Kathy, to be honest.
So it is a very interesting year to discuss because, like you say, they must have gone through and said, we've had a bit of a lull in the 80s. What can we do? We'll just release everything all in the same year.
Oh, what a year to be going cinemas, though, that.
But you can't really say that about the 80s because in every year that we've reviewed of the 80s, we've always said, what a blinding year that's been. You know, but top 4 highest grossing movies of 1987.
Let me top grossing movies. I'm going to say, hang on, Jerry.
Don't get me started on how many different versions of Dirty Dancing he's got. But it's all the same movie. It's just got different special features on each disc.
Yeah, it has. Okay, so top grossing movies. I'm going to say, is Predator up there?
No.
What about The Untouchables?
Number 4.
Okay. Fatal Attraction?
Number 3.
What about... Well, you mentioned it earlier, didn't you? The Last Emperor?
Empire of the Sun?
Sorry, yeah.
No.
That's
Superman 4? No. Sorry, Jason. Try again.
Three Men and a Baby?
No.
Dirty Dancing?
No.
What?
Jaws Revenge? No.
Full Metal Jacket?
No.
RoboCop?
No.
What?
The other one, not Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, Hamburger Hill?
No.
Good Morning Vietnam?
No. What other film is usually goes alongside Full Metal Jacket in conversation?
Platoon.
Platoon, yeah.
But that was that in the same year?
It's carried over.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that's why it threw me off.
And the number 1 was a sequel.
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop 2.
That's right, yeah.
Yay. Okay.
That wasn't so hard this week. You got the first 2 dead quick. Now, let's see what you do about the highest grossing actors of that year.
Well, I'm going to say, for around that time, it's got to be Steve Guttenberg's got to be on there.
Number 1.
Yes.
And his movies to contribute to him being the highest grossing actor of 1987 was
go on.
Three Men and a Baby.
Yeah.
Short Circuit.
Yeah.
And the first 4 Police Academies.
Really?
Because Police Academy 4 was out in this year.
Yes, it was. Yeah. Yeah. This was around that. John Candy.
At number 2. His movies were Planes, Trains, and Automobiles,
Thank God.
Spaceballs, Brewster's Millions, and Summer Rental. Yes, you're right, Anthony. He was a Marine drill sergeant in real life, and then he went on to play drill sergeant in, if I remember correctly, The Frighteners with Michael J. Fox. He was one of the ghosts in the cemetery.
Yeah.
He was in Space Above and Beyond. If you've not watched it already, he's the drill sergeant in there. And he played several other roles as well of the same vein because he was just that.
He was definitely typecast, wasn't he?
What?
But he's definitely typecast.
Yeah.
But he got on as an advisor, hasn't he? And they basically said, "Look, would you mind doing it?" You see, the thing is that you've got that sort of time of the 80s. You had loads of people. You could argue Michael J. Fox because I bet he was there with the Back to the Futures as well.
Well, number 3 is someone that we talk about quite a bit about the 80s. On here, he's been in the top 4 highest grossing for pretty much half that decade.
Chevy Chase,
yeah. For Spies Like Us, Fletch, Three Amigos, and National Lampoon's European Vacation.
You see, the thing is that he's in none of the movies that I've got listed.
No.
Okay. See, I would have gone to someone like Steve Martin. I bet he's got to be on that list somewhere because, I mean, you talk about, you've got Planes, Trains, Automobiles, you've got a few other movies, and you've also got, like you say, Three Amigos that he did.
The guy that played Private Pyle in Full Metal Jacket is also the guy that plays Kingpin in the Marvel series.
Yeah, Daredevil is it?
Just to put a more like up to date face to the name.
Yeah.
Number 4 is going to surprise you.
Go on.
Number 4 was Danny DeVito.
Throw Mama off the train. What was his movies?
Oh, I couldn't find that out. It only tells me this movie's to the top 3.
The one I can think of is that he was in Throw Mama Off the Train, wasn't he?
What year was Batman Returns?
Oh no, that was
89. That was 89, wasn't it? The first Batman. So you're talking
91, 92, I think. Batman Returns. Yeah, probably.
Was it like cousin? It wasn't like Cousin Vinny and all that lot, was it? Anyway, someone Google it in the chat and tell me what movies Danny DeVito was in for the early middle 80s. So 1987 was definitely a great year for films and definitely a great year for actors, but we're coming short on our 80s. I think we've only got 1980 and 1984 to look at on the wheel.
So
5 weeks of that left.
Oh yeah, so you've got 86. You've got 86. You've got Ruthless People, Wise Guys, My Little Pony the movie, Tin Men, Throw Mama from the Train, and then because it wasn't till 88 when he did Twins, and it was 92 when he did Batman Returns. But,
there we go.
Ruthless People, I think, is the one that is 87, and Throw Mama Off the Train. Yeah, it is.
And in all my excitement, I actually forgot to find out who the director was.
Okay. Well, that's a shame. That's an absolute shame, that is.
2 seconds. I can get it now for you. Okay. I wouldn't have got that.
So then that means that nobody else is getting it. If anybody knows what it is, let Steve know. Because it's definitely, if you're saying that, it's definitely not going to be like a Spielberger out, is it?
No. No.
Jewel in the Nile. Wise guys, Jewel in the Nile, yeah.
No, I love Jewel in the Nile, and I love Romance in the Stone as well. But I think Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner get slated for those films for some reason, and I don't know why. I enjoy them films.
Don't get upset about it. Just let it go.
Right. Let's jump into movie news.
All right, mate.
So the big news, obviously, this week, and if you've been following it, and I know that we've been following it on the channel, and we've mentioned it a few times on the channel, is the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case. Now, Johnny's, for those, again, spoiler alert for those that know.
Yeah, okay.
Johnny Depp won his case, and Amber's now got to pay him $50 million. That's like a mini medieval $50 million.
Incorrect.
Settlement, practically. Now, she has gone on record afterwards and saying it is a blow to women around the world, and she is going to appeal the decision based on unbiased ruling from the judge and the way the judge told the jury to discard some of the information from the case. This is going to sort of drag out now, isn't it? You know, it's going to go back and forth, in and out of court all the time, isn't it?
No, you say that, but the thing is that, I mean, first of all, it was actually 10,350,000 because what they awarded him the 5 million, there was a limit of 350,000 on.
Right.
So
okay.
he was only going to get 350,000 for that. But basically, before it was read by the jury, before it was read out, the jury hadn't put any compensation in any of them, so they had to go back in, come up with some numbers, and then bring it back out. So when they read out that they award him 5 million, the judge actually said, "Well, we can only award him 350,000 for that." However, he said from the start he wasn't doing it for the money. He was doing it for public opinion. Yeah. However, she's got a net worth of about 2.5 million. So, but the thing is that looking at it this way, right? If she's got a net worth of 2.5 million, and she was to try and fight it, can she afford to? Could she afford to fight it? The only one I can see being fought is the 2 million that she was awarded. Or say she was awarded, well, she was, but she was awarded 2 million because his representative had put some sort of statement out to say that basically her and her mates had wrecked the flat and got the police back out to stage it to look like Johnny had been on one. So that defamation side of it, she won that, but she lost everything else. But I mean, the thing is that he was in the UK at the time anyway. When he was in Newcastle last night or the night before. Hey, Chris. But yeah, it's. I mean, the main thing is that it's very clear that what they didn't believe a word she said. She got that 2 million based. I don't
think it's that they don't believe a word she says. I think it's every story's got two sides, and we finally
Nah.
But you finally got to hear Johnny's side of it all, because all the way through this, he's been quite quiet until this case. And then when it's getting televised, he was like, yeah, we did have that conversation, but it never went that way. It went this way. And then when she tried to pull it back, it was just like, no, hang on a second. But he's just brought 5 people in that said, no, I did see it go that way.
All her witnesses were her mates or someone on
Yeah.
payroll. All her witnesses were someone that has been sponging off Johnny Depp for years on end, living rent free. So she didn't have a very strong case in the first place. But the thing is that I mean, the main part of this was about that article, wasn't it? So regardless of whether or not they found that she was abusive to him or he was abusive to her, it was all about the op-ed. And she admitted on that last when she took the stand for the last time, she admitted that she'd written the op-ed.
Yeah.
Twice. So it is irrelevant. Everything else is irrelevant.
No, and as soon as she'd done that, but like the comments are saying in the chat there, you can't believe how long this has gone on for. Chris has put on there, murder cases are solved quicker than this, but it does sort of raise a few questions about other celebrities in the past that have just took fines in prison time and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. But the biggest thing is, if he was what she said he is, where are all the exes coming out of the woodwork? Whenever something like this happens, and it's like a Me Too movement or anything like that, you find that all of a sudden there's about 5 or 6 people that have all been with him previously. They've all witnessed the same thing in one stretch or another, and it just backs her up.
Yeah.
If you were an ex-partner and they were saying, hang on a second, he's been doing this, and you knew he'd be doing it, you'd be doing the same thing. You'd be like, right, okay, well, here's my opportunity to tell my side of the story and back up somebody that's clearly against him. Okay, go sit down then. Go downstairs. But I mean, for me, yeah, it's gone on a long time, but there was a lot of information.
Yeah. The next piece of movie news that I've got is, like I say, that one is gonna drag out.
What's that, mate?
The next piece of movie news I've got, because that one is just going to drag out for the next 18 months or so when all the appeals and everything goes back through.
I don't think she'll appeal, mate. I really don't. I think the lawyer will appeal the $2 million. But I don't think she'll do it. I think she's now going to go, like you said before, when I messaged you, that she's now going to go and get a book deal, sell a book, and then that'll probably be it. You won't hear of her again.
Yeah. Fantastic Four, the new Marvel film, seems to be having director troubles. So Jonathan Watts, who directed Spider-Man, he's now stood down from the project. Now, there has been 2 unnamed directors who have also turned it down. So I don't know if the wheels are slowly coming off the Marvel bus. And people don't,
just Fantastic Four, to be honest.
Yeah, and I don't think people want to be associated with the latest round of Marvel films because they haven't been great. So John Watts has stepped down. Fantastic Four, and obviously we see Reed Richards in No Way Home. So we know that they've been cast. They just can't get a director for the film. And the third piece of news is that I've got is that they've actually cast now for Lucy Greybeard, who was the lead character in the prequel for Hunger Games. The ballad, what's it called again? The Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes.
Okay.
So Rachel Ziegler is going to be Lucy, with Blythe Ziegler being Cornelius Snow. Now, Snow is the Snow from the Hunger Games movies. It is the President Snow that we're thinking of. but it's a younger version of him. So he's come out of school and he's going to mentor the District 12 tribute, which is Lucy.
Yeah.
So it's how he goes through from being an academy graduate through to being a peacekeeper to politics and whatever else. So I think we're going to get another trilogy of movies from the Hunger Games series. Now, I'm not sure how many books are in the prequel series because I've only read the Hunger Games. I haven't read.
You've actually read them?
Yeah, I do read. It's not, you can't just look like this and not have a brain as well.
Oh, look at you.
So yes, I have read them, but like I say, Cornelius Snow is going to take Lucy under his wing, mentor her through the Hunger Games and whatever else. So right from the start, it looks like Snow's got an affiliation with District 12 well before Katniss.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I just can't wait for that one to hit the cinemas, to be fair, because, like I say, I do like the Hunger Game movies.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, is it going to be a thingy again, a series again? Or is it just going to be a one-off?
I would assume so, but I wouldn't know how many books, or like I say, I don't know how many books are in the prequel series.
Yeah. Just a quick one. Joan, I'm not saying that he's innocent, by any stretch of the imagination. It's just what they presented was... It was too strong for Amber Heard's side, really. That's all. I'm not saying he's an angel because he definitely isn't, but it was just, it looked like she was the protagonist. That's the right word, isn't it? Yeah. So it'd be interesting. I knew there was a series of books, but I thought they covered it all off. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
But then I suppose you could say the same about the Harry Potters, aren't you? Because they're bringing out Harry Potter,
the Fantastic Beasts.
Well, yeah, the Fantastic Beasts as well, but I think there's another Harry Potter, isn't there, they're looking at?
Yeah. But yeah, apparently the story or the book it's based on is called The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if there is a prequel book, I'll have to go and find it. If it's a series, then all well and good. If not, it might just be short stories.
Fair enough. You seen this? Have you seen the trailer for Pinocchio yet?
I have. Yes, I am halfway through doing a review video of the trailer.
Okay, well, we'll leave it at that then.
No, it's okay. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in it, and he's absolutely brilliant. He's Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
And Jiminy looks really great. But when I was doing the research for Pinocchio, have you noticed there is another version of Pinocchio going to Netflix? So it's not the Disney Plus version. There is another version of Pinocchio, but they can't call him Jiminy Cricket. They just call him the Talking Cricket.
One sec, mate. One sec.
Yeah, so Pinocchio looks really, really good as a film. It does look quite cool. And, Tom Hanks looks brilliant as, what's his name? Geppetto. And again, Figaro. The Figaro just looks like a little kitten. And it looks dead cute. Of course, they've got other characters in there, but this was only there was only a minute and a half worth of trailer stroke teaser that I've seen, but it does look really, really good as a film. And like I say, I was in the middle of doing a trailer review for it, but I'm a bit late for that now.
I mean, it looks okay. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Tom Hanks in it. I know we had a conversation with Chris a little while back about it, but obviously the internet's blown up about the fact that I think it's the fairies coloured, should we say?
But it's not the only series that's happened in this week.
Really?
It's happened in Obi-Wan as well. Because the third sister from the Inquisitors.
I'm just saying what I've read. I'm not saying that I actually agree with it. Obviously, it's just it seems to have blown up a bit. Of the woke conversations again. But you're going to see it all over the show, aren't you? Now, really.
Well, what they're saying is what.
Try not to get cancelled, Steve.
Yeah. what they're saying is that if you had a white actor play a well-known coloured role,
yeah,
they'll be hell to pay.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying in a longabout way.
Well, there was a similar thing with Scarlett Johansson, wasn't there, in Ghost Shell? Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, Ghost of the Shell.
Yeah, there's a big uproar about that. I don't know. I don't know. I think they're just going to keep doing it until people get bored of mentioning it.
To me, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, yellow, purple, whatever. As long as you can pull that role. We've seen it in other scenarios where it has changed people's.
It's surprising that it's still shocking people, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's surprising that I suppose you're always going to have, for want of a better phrase, the Karens and stuff like that. You know, but it definitely looks like it's caused a bit of a stir. Joanna Ballards.
Yeah, so it's now a 4 set of books.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So overall, the film looks really, really good.
Yeah.
I think it's got a good cast. And like the bloke that played Gaston in Beauty and the Beast is the coachman.
Oh, okay.
In the film.
Yeah.
And like I say, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he's in it, and I love him from the Batman trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy. He was in Inception. He was Looper, and
he's been in loads, over the years. He doesn't seem to age, that guy.
No.
He's remained the same.
Was he also in Third Rock from the Sun?
No. Yes. No.
Was he the young alien in Third Rock from the Sun?
I don't know. Let's see. Anybody else? Anybody know?
That's just popped into my head.
He's been in loads, mate, though, hasn't he? Really has.
Third Rock from the Sun. Here we go. Yes, he was.
Oh, bang on. Well done.
Here we go. Right. Yeah, so that's my movie news.
Yeah.
So the big one for me in there is the fact that they're struggling to find directors for the new Marvel movies.
I think that they're going to have to. I mean, I know they're not going to, but I would prefer it if they did sort of 1 or 2 a year and slowed it right down.
It was. They had 2 or 3. They had 2 or 3 solos and then a big one in the middle of the year. But now we're getting 1 a month, and
there's more Marvel movies than there is wrestling.
I can't think of any other movies that are coming out this year. Oh, obviously Top Gun. We've had Top Gun. We've got the new Insidious coming. But other than that, I don't know what else is out there.
Could you do it, Steve? You're more than qualified.
I tell you what, at least I'll get it all to line up.
the one Marvel movie that actually lines up with everything.
It's driving me nuts at the moment how they're not all linking, and I can't figure out how it's. We're going to get one big one at the end of the year, aren't we? And it's going to pull it all together, and then we're just going to go,
Yeah, thanks for stringing us along all year.
Thanks for that. There'll be one line in the whole film that ties it all together. And if you go on the toilet, you still won't know what's gone on. Right, let's have a look. Where are we up to now? 3 pickups of the week, mate.
Yeah,
let's go to pickups. Now, little Steve, I'm going to put you on big screen while I just nip and grab something out the other room.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Let's see how quickly he can do it. I've been to his house. It's not a massive, so he should be back any second. Are you there? See, there you go. See.
All right, do you want to go through yours first, mate?
Yeah, why not? Oh, thanks, Kathy. I'm huge, Steve. Now, there we go. So obviously
so
the first one.
You're cute and I'm huge.
The first one, obviously, that came through this week was Tucker and Dale versus the Evil. I've got some more on order for some stuff, but one of them is a bit of a gripe. So I went on to HMV because I'd watched whose video was it now? I've watched one of the other guys' videos, and they were I think it might be Lisa, to be honest. And they'd gone to an HMV, and I noticed there was a sale on. So I had a look online.
Do you mean you don't believe it when I send you pictures when I'm actually stood in HMV saying huge sale on?
No, I'd seen a few things on that video that I was like, I'm gonna have to look it up. Anyway, I've not got the whole order through yet. But what I did pick up was to complete my collection was the Lois and Clark series. So I've got series 2, series 3, and series 4. Yeah. So I've got series 1 anyway. But they I think they worked out about £3 or £4 each. So hey Nem. So they went for my collection, but I've not had them all through yet. Another thing I've ordered this week to try and complete my collections, and this is my gripe really, is inside number 9. This is series 6. So I have series 1 to 4 on Blu-ray. I've got series 1 to 4 on Blu-ray. However, from what I can tell, they don't do the 5, 6, and 7 on Blu-ray, which is really annoying. So I've had to order them on DVD. It's the same with Orange is the New Black. I struggled to get anything past series 4, I think, on Blu-ray. So yeah, I'm not happy about that. It annoys me when they do that. It's the same with Black Mirror. So Black Mirror, the first 3 series, is only on DVD.
I'll have to try and watch Black Mirror again. It sort of put me off when Anthony Mackie was playing video games with his mate, and yeah.
But that's one episode. They're all completely different. They're all different actors.
I know. And it's like Love, War and Robots or something. Love, Death and Robots. It's like that on Netflix, and I need to give that another go as well. I think I watched a couple of wrong episodes to try and catch me attention. So
I've got a few more. So I've got one of them that I had on my list of things that I needed to buy that I've had for about 4 years now. I think this was maybe another HMV one, which was cheap, which is What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh yeah.
So I love that film, but it's just one of those that it was always on my list. Another one I picked up, which I can't believe I don't have this on Blu-ray already, which was only a couple of quid on eBay, is Popstar Never Stop Stopping. So that's the one that obviously I've got the jumper for, which is funny. One for the collection, Spencer. It's not the best film, but it's all right.
You guys can't see this, but I've actually got my head on my desk.
Fair enough. Now, I picked this one up last week and I completely forgot it. It was downstairs. I'm looking forward to watching it, which is Nightmare Alley. Which is, I like the Del Toro movies. So as soon as I noticed who'd done that, I loved the trailer and that looks really good. So I picked that one up to watch. A couple of others. I've got another Steelbook, which is The Goonies. So this comes with a key badge, a key pin, and I think there's some bits inside the actual steelbook. I'm not opening
Yeah.
it because the plastic's
That's
terrible.
not- That's not going in your plastic protector, is it?
No, but it's and I also the other thing as well is it's Ultra HD Blu-ray, but the steelbook is awesome. You'll have to take my word for it because these things just are a nightmare to keep down. Couple of other ones I've picked up recently. Scum. So that's a limited edition big box one.
Now,
With,
funny enough, I picked that up on DVD today.
Yeah. I traded it in on DVD today. But yeah, it's a 40th anniversary. It's got like a book and I think it's got a poster in there as well.
So you traded in a film on DVD and then bought it on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I know the Blu-ray, that particular one, it had gone from about £16 to I think 12. So I picked it up eventually. Here's one that I've been looking for a while, which is True Romance, the Arrow version. So again, big box.
Now, Ryan at Let's Get Kicking Movies has just released a review on Let's Get.
Yes, I know. I know. I watched it, so I've not seen this yet, but it's a 4K restoration. But it's got your standard sort of Arrow case in it, with obviously the multiple different thingies. But you've got like postcards. I think you've got a poster and stuff like that inside of it. But you've also got you've got the poster and a book. So that's going to go with my Arrow collection. So there's the Arrow for this week. And there was another one. And this one's a good one. They're all good, but I messaged you the other day. So I noticed on Facebook, guy was selling the Fast and Furious collection, 4K Ultra HD. So, but the thing is it was a strange one because I noticed it about 10 o'clock at night. So I messaged him thinking, well, we'll see. And it had been reduced from 50 to 20, I think he put it down as. So there's no way that's still there. Anyway, I messaged him and said, is it still available? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, can I have it, please? He's like, yeah, when can you come? So I was like, well, I'll come in the morning if that's all right. Because obviously this is like 10:15 at night at this point. And he's like, oh, right, it's already sold. I was like, what? So I messaged him going, it's either available or it isn't. If you need the money now, I can come down now. So he's like, yeah, okay then. So literally, I jotted straight down there and picked it up for 20 quid. But he was telling me that he was holding it for somebody that was offering him 15 because someone actually haggled him on it for 15 quid.
And I told him he can't pick it up until the day before.
Literally said, oh, they were supposed to be coming at dinner. Apparently, somebody had him holding on for about 2 weeks. Said they were going to buy it and never materialised. But he said to me when I got there, I know it seems a bit strange. It's just that I'd been messed about. But yeah, so I was well chuffed with that for the 9 movies, 4K, £20. I was having that all day long. I don't usually get lucky on Facebook, but I was chuffed with that one. But that's pretty much it. Oh, and well, it's not really movie related, but I managed to find one of these.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So I went into one of the charity shops the other day. I've checked the battery compartment, but it's $19.99. £1.
That's quite good, that. Sorry, I was just reading Neil's comments about the film Scum.
Yeah?
Yeah, so Scum was originally filmed for the BBC Play for today, but it was Class 2 violence and wasn't broadcasted. There's a good programme on BBC 4 last night about the plays to play. Yeah, I'll have to go and catch that out then, Neil. Go and catch it and see what it's all about. Like I say, I got it on DVD today in the booty.
Yeah, he says after the BBC banned the original TV series, its writer Roy Minton and the director Alan Clark reworked this brutal indictment of Barstool life for the cinema audiences. featuring a blistering performance by Ray Winston, Clark's big screen debut remains as uncompromising now as it did in 1979.
So
Yes, I believe it does. I haven't tested it yet, but I've checked everything. It seems to be working. I'll say it seems to be working. It seems not like there's any leakage or anything there.
So for me, I picked up some Pokemon.
Why does that Pokemon look like it's had ears added to it?
It's the evolve of Squirtle, isn't it?
I was going to say, I think it is Squirtle, isn't it? But
Squirtle,
I've
yeah.
never seen him with Spock ears.
Yeah, and then I got that one.
That's cool.
And then I got Bulbasaur.
Wow.
Now, these are Pokemon Center. So they're licensed Nintendo Pokemon Center. These were £2 each in the boot sale today.
Wow.
So I picked them up. Lana said to me, "What are you going to do with 3
Fox
Pokemon?"
love child, Kathy said.
And you little bar steward.
I bet she's blaming me every time you pick one up.
Yeah, Water. There we go. I knew it wasn't Blastoise because Blastoise's the big one, isn't it? Right. So I got Dumb and Dumberer.
Good.
Pick that one up. Music and lyrics.
Well, I thought you said you were going to watch that. You were going to watch that, weren't you? And we had a conversation about music and lyrics.
We are going to watch this. Lana's seen it before. I've not seen it, so we are.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Pop goes my heart.
Lying. Now,
Yes.
I'm only just finding that I actually like Ricky Gervais.
It's because the older you're getting, the more sarcastic you're getting.
The more I'm actually understanding what he's talking about. Yeah, The Big Lebowski.
The dude.
Now, I love this movie. This is absolutely superb. So I couldn't not pick that one. Heat. Now we spoke about Heat the other week.
Yeah.
On one of the shows, and then I come across this at the boot sale at Chester Rugby Club.
They're not your usual ones, mate. The ones that you picked up are not like your usual fodder that you see.
No. Troy.
Good film.
I love Troy. This is a great film. Yeah. And when I picked this one up, she said to me, "How many versions of this flipping film do you need to pick up and get rid of before you realise that you don't actually enjoy it?" Pulp Fiction.
Oh.
So I've had the normal DVD, I've had the Steelbook DVD, and now I've got it on Blu-ray. But look at the plastic cases.
Oh, is it a thin one, is it?
It's a very thin one. That's thinner.
Is it region A, B, and C? Does it have an A, B, and C on the back of it?
Let's have a look.
About 3/4 of the way down, there's like, I want to say hexagons.
Can't see anything.
Fair enough.
Can't see anything. But this is thinner than the Robot Jox case I picked up the other week.
Is it?
Yeah. It's really, really thin. And like you say, when we were in the boot sale today at Farndon, it was £5 for £1 on the DVD. So I picked up some DVD fodder. But like I say, I picked up Scum, picked up The Craze.
The original.
Yeah.
Craze, yeah, that's good film.
Yeah. And I picked up because we've got a few of the related media to watch. And I picked up, like I say, just some cannon fodder, just so I can stand around. But what we're doing with the DVDs at the moment is that we're just picking them up. We have a watch pile downstairs. We watch it, and then it ends up in Lana's car boot pile.
Fair enough.
But £5 for £1, you sell them for 50p. You make your money back dead quick, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, and this week we spent some time, that little bookcase thing down the side of the door, Steve, that you see stuff that was building up. I've gone through that this week, and I've sorted it all out properly, and it looks quite cool. But it's you, it's you little bugger.
It's not me.
Start me on Blu-rays.
just one more.
One more. Oh, my He-Man box set that I picked up last week. Now, Lisa was walking around CEX on her video, the one that she released. So we watched the same video. You went off and bought stuff, and I went off, and when I saw in the background that the He-Man box set that I picked up the other week was getting sold for £45 in CEX.
Yeah,
£45 is £19 trading. So I've had a look, and some of the discs are scratched, so I'll have to check if they actually work. So.
Well, like I said to you, I mean, I'm good. I'm
going to honour what we've spoke about this week, but you mentioned Lisa's videos there, and I'm going to have to stop watching Lisa's videos now because I'm seeing things in the background, and I'm going, oh, I'm going to have to go and get that, or oh, I'm going to have to go and check this one out. Because I just sort of switch off when you're in CEX.
Oh, thank you. I switch off when you're talking all the time anyway, so I don't get word edgeways.
Because you spend hours in there.
No, but you see, the thing is that it's just going back to that conversation. What I would do is I've got a good relationship with the manager, so I get them cleaned anyway. But this is the thing is, and this is why I said to you before, I have a list on my phone, which actually I can take one off now, which is fantastic. But I have a list on my phone of movies that when I watch. So when did I create this? 2000. Oh, that was when I updated it. What we do in the shadows, that can go off there now. When I watch like people's Blu-ray collection movies and stuff like that, I sort of I adjust this list. I've spent ages going through this, but I basically adjust a list of movies that I need to pick up when I see them. I mean, Dogma's one of them, but that's pretty rare. It's an out of print Blu-ray, and I think it's predominantly in America anyway. I've got the DVD a few times, but just ones that for some reason I haven't got. In fact, I need to check that. But I just sort of generally go through it, so I've got a list. So I just generally go through the list and see if there's anything. So when I had a look on HMV the other day, I was like, I just put a few in, and What We Do in the Shadows was on there, and that must have been a few quid. So I picked that up. But yeah, you go around and you see people's videos, and it's like, why is that not in my CX? I'd be grudge paying the £3 or whatever it is for deliver every one of them.
No, I look at them and I see what you share with me and Chris throughout the week and stuff, and obviously I see what Chris shares with us and stuff. Oh, Chris, I picked you up something. If you're still watching, I picked you up something today at the boot sales, mate, and it's winging its way onto you today.
Yeah, Chris, I've still got yours to send off.
You can't get the staff, Chris, can you? You can't get the staff. So hopefully, mate, you'll enjoy it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, and hopefully it'll be a nice surprise for you when they arrive. It'll be a good addition to your collection.
Look at you.
So, yeah. Okie dokie. Right, let's move on to free for all, shall we, mate, and see if we can get anyone to join us.
Yeah, okay.
Right, ladies and gents, this is the section of the show where I've put the link in the chat. Please click it and come and tell us what you've been watching, what you've picked up, what you recommend, or just have a general chit chat and a catch up with us too. I tell you what I have watched this week, Steve, is that I have watched the new Ghost in the Shell series on Netflix, the cartoon.
Okay.
That's really, really good. And I've watched Stranger Things. Now, I am struggling with Stranger Things because I'm in a bit of a conundrum because I still don't know what all the fuss is about in the series. I can't see why it's got such a big following, but I can't seem to not watch it.
All right, it's that you can't seem to sort of get into it. You can't seem to not watch it.
Yeah. I am really struggling with it. And this week it peed me off that they've only put the first half of the series out. I've got to wait until the 1st of July to watch the second half to find out what actually happens. Now, I know it's going to finish in series 5.
Right.
There's Cherry now to tell me to shut up about Stranger Things.
I don't know. Hey.
Hiya.
Hello.
You're right.
I know it's coming to an end in season 5, but
Yeah.
I just can't get into it to the point where I say I really enjoy it, but I can't not watch it.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I haven't really got into it yet. I started watching the first series a long time ago and never got really past a few episodes. But I need to get into it because a lot of people are raving about it. How's things anyway, Cherry?
Good, thank you. I haven't watched Ghost in the Shell, so I can't say anything.
Oh, fair enough. I watched I'll say a documentary last night on Netflix called, I think it's called Knuckle, something like that. It's about bare knuckle fighting from the
Gypsies.
The Gypsies, yeah. But it was filmed over like 12 years about these two particular families and why they're waging war on each other, which is quite interesting. But yeah, I was looking for something to watch last night and I thought I'd just shove it on. So I was up a bit late watching that. Because like I say, it's about an hour and 40 minutes, really. But it was quite interesting to see sort of how these two families are still going at it. But they were having like bare knuckle fights, and I just, as mindless as that is, they have referees from other families.
Yeah,
two referees, one from each sort of side, but other families, and make sure everything's as legit as possible, really. So it's quite interesting.
Though.
Oh, 100%. But I just find it amazing that they actually go through the thing of organising these fights, and then the families put up money as well. So like one of the fights was like worth 60,000,
yeah,
and then one of the other fights was like 120,000. You know, I mean, even yeah, this is like early 2000s, so that's a hell of a lot of money. But like every man and his dog from the family will be putting in a bit of money to chip it up.
So those tarmac driveways they do.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, you've got this one person on one of the families. I think the Joyce family. Like, yeah, I couldn't understand a word he was saying. Obviously, with being Irish, whereas the other guy was all right.
I have something to show you.
Oh, go on.
My mum bought
The Corpse Bride, a steelbook.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Cool.
That's
very nice.
I can feel
Is it like an embossed on the front?
Pardon?
Is the writing like embossed on the front?
Yeah.
That's really nice, that.
I was looking at it going, oh, cool, you've got it on Blu-ray. And then she went, feel it. And I was like, I can see it feels. And she went, feel it. And I was like, oh.
Oh. So when's that making its way down to little Steve?
Oh, definitely not. I'm sorry. If it was making it anywhere, it'd be my bedroom before Steve's.
All right, I see. It's all right. I didn't really want it anyway.
Has my parcel arrived yet, Steve?
No.
Lana's been playing a lot of Pokemon Pack this week for me.
Well, to be fair, she only messaged me. Was it today or yesterday? And said that she posted a parcel off. As I said, I've actually got what I needed.
Hey, Cherry.
I'm trying to collect. You know the
Fox and the Hound box sets. Yeah.
With the coloured cover on sleeves.
Oh, you get them in Asda, don't you?
Is it called something like the O slip or something?
I don't know. I haven't looked them up properly. We've got the inside out one as well. They're all numbered.
That's cool. Yeah.
See,
that's what I like about the Disney movies. Like a lot of them I've got myself. They've got it's not the J card, I think it's the O slip or something. But like you've got like the numbers on them as well. So like the number 42 for Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing.
And then Mum got this.
Oh, hang on a second. What's that? The Lion King. The trilogy, that's really nice.
It's 459 out of 3,000. Got a little number underneath here. And the guy at CEX said he'd never seen one before.
No, it's nice that.
And how
They
much is
got
he
a wood.
had on CEX for? 18 quid, was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mental, but the thing is that you can never tell. So it's like if I was to order that from their local CEX, I wouldn't know what the hell was turning up until it turned up, really. You know,
No.
quality-wise. And
Well,
that's the problem with it.
The minor problem really is the fact that they have to open it to check that they've
Oh,
got
it
all the
annoys
bits
me.
in it. So it was
That
sealed.
annoys the shit out of me, that does. Oh, I'm bringing in a brand new copy of a DVD that we've never watched or a Blu-ray that we've not. Well, can you open it for me?
Yeah, I know.
It's
Why?
painful. But we did do it quite nicely, so you can't really tell. Because it is,
Yeah, we
it is
did it, didn't
trying to be gentle because it's not mine.
it?
Yeah, but you don't get that new factory smell with it now. You just get the sweaty CEX smell.
They had
Steve.
only had it for 2 days. So it's not fully sunk in.
Yeah. Steve, you were showing a case before when I had Sherry on full screen. Do you want to show us what you were talking about?
Oh no! You see, all it was talking about the. We talk about this. So we talk about the slips. So what I like about them is on the Disney ones, is the number on the side. I can do that without, you know. So I sort of put them together with the slips on the side. But I'm not. I am anal, but I'm not as anal. I'm not. I don't. If I went down that road of trying to get them all, because you can buy them covers on eBay separately, so people sell the covers separate. You know, so if you've got a copy of, I don't know, Lion King that's worth about £2 on eBay, people tend to sell that separately to sort of get a bit more out of it. So obviously for collectors.
Because we have got quite a few of the Disney DVDs around.
Yeah.
So is there a market then for sleeves on eBay?
Yes. Yes.
Because
What's annoying?
I hate the sleeves, and I'd rather not have them.
What's annoying? And I've actually managed to make a change in my local CEX. To be fair, is they're encouraged to get rid of them. So when you trade it in, they just chuck it in the bin. And I've said to them before, why do you do that? And they're like, just it saves space on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I've actually, like I said, I actually had a word with them, especially around the Blu-rays and stuff, because you know, collector's editions and everything, and they don't tend to throw them away now. But you'll find that at the back of a CEX, there's a bin that they've just chucked all of them in, a basic bin.
Well, I need to go back round the back of our CEX then, don't I?
Oh, 100%. They because I can understand, because in some ways for them it does take more space up, you know, but it's just so annoying when, like yourself, you know, we go in there and pick up something, we want to collect it, and that's missing. It's frustrating.
You missed the phone. Oh, okay.
I was quite lucky with that to be honest with you, because I completely forgot that had.
These ones are Blu-ray.
Anyway, when I went to the till, like it was just that, and I was like, "Oh well, okay, I'll get that." And I said to her, it said some description on there about the artwork and stuff, and I said, "Oh, have you still got that?" And she was like, "Yeah," and literally came around the corner with this. So I was well chuffed that I'd managed to get this version of it.
Well, we've got
that. Enchanto, yeah. I'm sorry, onwards, yeah.
It's kind of annoying where they put the sticker on, because it's hard. Like that's not going to be easy to get off.
You can take your time. Just put a bit of heat on it, something like that. That'll just get it out.
Just don't pay attention to Steve, because he was crying the other week that he pulled his Godfather case apart.
I think I'm the one that said you need to put the airdryer on it.
Yeah.
We've got Up.
Roger that.
And we've got Big Hero 6.
No, sorry. I've
Not
took it
in
off
the
the
screen,
screen.
right?
There you go.
Oh, Big Hero 6. I love
No,
that
it's
stuff.
the second movie of Big Hero 6 coming out.
I've heard rumours, but I haven't actually seen anything.
I'm sure I saw a trailer for it when we watched Top Gun.
Did you?
That'd be good. And then we've got this one. I've been told I have to show you.
Yeah, we've got that on Blu-ray.
bog standard. But that was 99p from the charity shop.
That's definitely worth it.
Mm.
My mum was quite happy.
Yeah, there you go, Steve. Neil saying you should have told him to keep hold of him for you, and you pick him up on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I've got a good relationship with them, but I don't think they'd be doing that. To be fair, because obviously it's. I don't know. I don't know if they don't make any money off it because they're literally going in the same bin the rubbish does. It's just frustrating when I'm looking at them going, "Why are you doing that?"
Mm.
It's
No, it's
unnecessary. And people are
safe
collecting stuff.
Well,
Right.
especially with the Disney ones, because the Disney ones, there's a lot of collectors for Disney ones.
Well, like, they're selling so cheap on eBay now, just the DVDs on their own.
Yeah,
So, like, the DVDs, when they're in the sleeves, are just worth more.
yeah. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Is if you
What
did that,
people
you
want.
could split it up. Oh, slip.
Has anyone watched the new Stranger Things?
We was talking about that before.
Did I miss this?
Yeah, we weren't listening.
I think I zoned out for a minute. I was reading about the trial.
No, I've watched the Stranger Things, and this is what I was saying before about me being in a conundrum because I don't see what all the fuss is about with the series, but I can't not watch it. And yeah,
I understand what you mean.
you know, some people live and die by the series and say it's brilliant, it's all this, and I just can't see it for that. I just,
I enjoyed this half of the season more than I enjoyed, I think, the last one, which is like the opposite of everybody else. Everyone else has said, "Oh, it's terrible," and I enjoy it a bit more than the last one, actually.
O-ring sleeve. That's it. Sorry, go on. It's called an O-ring sleeve.
Oh, well, that's handy to know. But I'm excited for the second half.
Yeah, I'm just a bit annoyed that they show you what they show you in that last episode and then go, oh yeah, by the way, you've got to wait.
Yeah.
You've now got to wait 5 weeks to see what happens for the rest of it.
At least it's only 5 weeks.
Try to get it on there, but £5 for just
Oh,
the
no.
Wally one.
Just for the sleeve, though.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Then I'm going to sell all my sleeves that I've got because I
If
hate
you've
them.
got Disney ones,
It's Disney ones.
if Steve's got Disney ones, I want them, thanks.
Yeah, all right.
I hate them. They're just a waste of space. Yes, Obi-Wan. Has anyone seen Obi-Wan?
No, not yet. I'm waiting.
Hi, Shabba.
Have you sorted out your Disney yet?
No, I've watched it on Fbox.
Well, you know, I want to do it legitimately on a copied on a friend's
Somebody
Disney.
else's Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, you want to do it legitimately on somebody else's second sign-on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's a good job it's not Netflix, isn't it? Yeah, Obi-Wan. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was a bit gutted that we come away from Tatooine as quick as we have done, and I'm a bit gutted we're not following Luke's story. We're following Leia's story.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we do get back to Tatooine and we do pick up on Luke as well. But I'm not gutted because it's Leia. I'm gutted because we've already had Rebels. You've had Clone Wars and stuff like that where it's sort of already flushed out Leia's story a little bit more than Luke's on Tatooine.
Oh, before Shabba's just reminded us there. Can we get the wheels done, Steve?
Right, now, do you want to do the wheel this week with me not being here next week, or do you want to do it next week?
This just shows you don't bloody listen, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
did
really
answer
doing the
this
wheels.
before.
You've got the wheels.
No, I
Steve.
know he said we'll hold on to it for 2 weeks.
You've got the wheels. So let's do the wheels, and then we'll.
This
we'll
is
do
what
it
you
with
get,
Leicester.
you see, for being the main man on the show, and you've got to do everything because he can't do it himself.
He wants to do it all and then start saying that he's in charge, clearly.
I know the type.
Yeah, he's just power hungry.
Is that come up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, get rid of that.
No, 1990.
Before I was born again.
All right,
1990.
go on.
All right, show off. You're not allowed back on here, you.
Kids, innit? These days.
Right, let me just check if we took it off.
Oh,
Yes,
go on.
we
Hang on. Shabba said, can I add one to the wheel before you do it? Yeah, go on, if you're quick enough, Shabba.
I nearly started watching Legend earlier.
It's a good movie. That's on Netflix now, isn't it?
Yeah, just after we've bought a bloody copy in case you come up on the wheel.
Came for a
Hurry up,
fucking
Shabs.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
You should as the Queen movie and Bohemian Rhapsody. So the Queen, yeah, that's right.
The Queen and Bohemian Raps. The Queen, the one with Helen Mirren.
Yeah, I watched that the other week. It's really good.
Right, how are we spelling Bohemian Rhapsody? Because I can't see the
Little Wally. Oh.
Oh, cute. I got a new mattress the other day, and Eva was knocked off, and now she's broken.
Oh no.
Yeah, that'll do just for the purpose of this wheel.
We've got a spammer.
We've got a spammer. Oh, no. Is that Rafa Khan?
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Right,
Where's-
okay. Rafa Khan.
Where's that on there? Is it gone? Oh, it's already gone. Okay, safe.
I'd like to do a big well done to everybody as well this week, as we have not talked about Halo.
Yeah.
Wasn't me who said that.
Starship Troopers was mentioned earlier on, so that's one we
Who
didn't.
mentioned Starship Troopers?
You did
When?
when you were going on about. Oh no, you didn't. Sorry, my apologies. I was just thinking about Starship Troopers, but it was the Space and Beyond you mentioned, wasn't it?
Space Above and Beyond mentioned.
Yeah, my apologies. But yeah, big well done to everybody.
Now, Halo. Now you start.
I
Sorry,
hate
the woman's
watched it yet?
distracted. She's trying to get the stickers off the DVDs.
I'm about to get the hairdryer out while we talk about Halo.
No.
that.
Talking computer games, I have gone back to playing Destiny 2 this week. So
I've been playing a lot of Fortnite.
You've been playing Destiny.
I've been playing Destiny 2 this week. Yeah. Now I have
Well,
gone
you
back
can
to
leave that
playing
for your Twitch channel, mate. You know, the gaming one that you'll be doing soon.
No, well, I was thinking about just doing some gameplay on here and just sending it off. So if you are on Xbox and you do play Destiny, please let me know and we can set something up in because they've changed all the clan system and everything now, haven't they, on the game? And,
Wow, have they?
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's not bad. I'm enjoying it. It's actually feels a lot better than it did the last time I played it, so which is really, really good. So you've been playing Fortnite. That's a game I couldn't get into, Fortnite. I couldn't get the hang of building things and shooting people at the same time.
Well, currently there's a no build mode, and I've been playing that. I tried to go back into build mode, and I just kept dying instantly because I'd forgotten how to do all of it. So I'm sticking for no build for now. But the new season's coming out in a couple of days, I think. So that means that they're probably just going to bring building back, and I'm going to have to relearn how to do it all, and die a lot in the process.
Yeah. Now, Shabbat, the Destiny is currently free to play on Game Pass at the moment. So you can download the core game. You just won't be able to do any of the extended missions and stuff. But yeah, I've looked on Game Pass. There's loads of free games coming on. Lisa shared she was playing Alien Fireteam Elite on PlayStation 5 this week. You get that free on Xbox as well, and that's good. I enjoyed that game, but no one actually wants to play the missions. They just want to run around, shoot aliens. And they run off, and before you realize it, you get swarmed by aliens, and it's a hard one to play.
I'm not an 11-year-old boy though, Mum.
Why? What's she saying? Oh yeah,
I can't do it because Fortnite is designed for 11-year-old boys.
Yeah, it's you know the old saying, don't you? Men can't multitask. Well, there's multitasking. There's breathing and talking at the same time, and then there's playing Fortnite, and you just can't play Fortnite.
Well, there's like one of my friend's nephews. He plays it, and he's just like poop hot, like on it, and he's been in like tournaments and all sorts. And I'm just like,
point out this feeling that you're feeling right now of shame that you can't do it. It only gets worse as you get older. This is the start of you not understanding how to play a game.
yeah, he's like 13, and he's won tournaments and all sorts. And like he was dead cute though, because I was doing really badly, and I was like, look, it's fine, I'll leave. And he's like, oh, it's just about the fun of the game, and I'm like, that's quite nice to say he always wins.
Look, this is my point. See, Shabba said it himself. There was a time when he was really good at Sonic. You know what I mean? You could them games where you couldn't save it and you had to complete it all in one go. That's where the real game was.
The worst game for that ever was Streets of Rage on the Mega Drive.
Oh God.
That was annoying for the fact that you couldn't save it. You get to that lift level and you're throwing people off the lift, left, right, and center, and then you get to the big boss at the end, and then you can't save it. You've been playing it for 3 hours. Your mum goes, Stephen, tea's ready. And you're like, no, because you know you're gonna start it all over again.
That's why Dad doesn't come off games now, isn't it?
We're trained to not turn games off.
Terrible.
We are the generation that's wasting electricity because we haven't found a safe.
He's still got his Mega Drive on from 1992.
I will complete Streets of Rage.
Yeah, it was before I was born.
Yeah, but that feeling that you can't keep up with the newer generation on games like that, it doesn't get any better.
Well, my mum always
asks to get over that, love. I'm telling you.
Mum's always asking me to do stuff on the phone and like the iPad and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know either. But then she's like, well, you know better than I do.
Wow.
Have you tried to play the new Sonic the Hedgehogs?
Yeah.
They're
I
just
I don't think I have.
They're just really confusing.
See, what I like. Oh, sorry, go on.
I played the ones that like it's like the old one, just on a new system. I've not played a new one.
Do you remember when you used to get like the demo discs on like the PlayStation 1 and stuff like that? And it was like, it must have been like one level or about 10 minutes, and you would play them religiously over and over again. I remember that with like Tomb Raider or something.
You were brilliant at that first 10 minutes when you actually bought the game, and then you were like, what do I do now after this?
The rest of it, yeah.
I just smashed that bit.
You get a demo disc that would give you like a level to do, and you're like, this is amazing. I like Resident Evil and Tomb Raider and stuff like that. You get this disc, and it's like, have you played it yet? No, I haven't got. And you must play that level.
Virtual Racing and Virtual Fighter and Tekken.
Wipeout.
Yeah.
That one level with that one vehicle you're allowed to do.
You don't get anything like that now, do you? You just get the games for free on Game Pass.
Yeah. Well, I noticed FIFA on the PS4 was free up until the end of the night.
But the in-game costs of playing it though was extortionate.
Oh yeah. I'd only play the game anyway. I wouldn't pay a fortune for stuff.
Now, Shabba's mentioned here he was in the top 20 for Gallagher
Wow.
First person to complete the Super Stardust demo mission. Yeah, Sensible Soccer.
He says he was epic at Sensible Soccer. Nobody was.
Hey,
It was
look, if you
literally
get-
the ball went one way and you ran the opposite.
I was going to say, if you can get the men to run in the right direction in Sensible Soccer, you could win any game.
Have you ever played that? Probably not. So basically, you would run in a direction with the ball, and then you'd turn, and the ball would carry on going. Literally, you couldn't move because if you slowed down or you sort of went to turn the other way, the ball would just keep going traveling forward.
Yeah. Or the ball will automatically change direction and you'll carry on running.
Yeah.
Technology's come a long way then.
Oh yeah, you kids don't know. You just don't know.
The best one was the original FIFA where you could commit a foul. The referee comes to book you or send you off, and you just ran away from the referee. They give up after a while and stop chasing you.
Yeah, there's videos on YouTube of that, of people literally running away from the ref like that, as he's running away with his card like that.
Or EA Hockey, because the only thing you wanted to do was fight.
Yeah.
I miss how easy it was to cheat on Sims. On the
Something I could never
GameCube.
get into Sims.
I played a lot of Sims. But you could get all the simoleons if you pressed like certain buttons in a certain order. And it was great because then you could just like build your house how you wanted to build your house. You can't get away with that anymore. It's not the same. Still got my GameCube though. Bought it back off my mum.
Kathy's showing her age now. She can remember when Pong was brand new, the height of technology.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So, yeah, Shabba, no matter how well you manage your team. Yeah, now, the greatest football management game ever was Ultimate Soccer Manager. That was just brilliant. I could play that for hours on the PC. And then, was it Premier Manager? Premier Football Manager on the Mega Drive.
Yeah. It's when Champs Manager came out. That changed the game, that.
Yeah.
He went to school just before the biro was invented, wasn't he?
Might have done.
Wow, that's
she's
terrible.
got a face on while she's typing right now.
Chalk and slate and eBay wasn't a thing.
Here we go. She's pressed enter.
Yeah, Fighting Pez were awesome.
So there you go then. That's what we can talk about one week. Computer games.
Why not? What, movie related?
Doesn't have to be
Harry
movie
Potter.
related. What
Harry
computer
Potter,
game? Well, let's make it movie related. What computer game would you like to see made into a film, and who would star in it?
That's hard.
Hmm.
Can we do it the other way around?
No, he's got a
What
point.
film would you like to be made into a computer game?
Yeah. I still don't have an answer, but I think that would be easier.
Boys would be good.
I only have books. I don't know why I'm looking around.
Highlander.
Hunger Games.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I mean, it's kind of a bit like Fortnite because it's battle royale.
Mm.
Yeah, but you don't build great big wooden structures to hide behind in games.
I was thinking about this the other day, and there was one.
Now they've got a Spyro cartoon, haven't they, Kathy?
I don't know.
I'm sure there was a Spyro cartoon not so long ago, in anime version.
Yeah, Mum's not posh.
World of Tanks, that's another game I absolutely loved, Anthony. World of Tanks, and then it got silly.
Why did you have to pay a fortune for the in-game content?
They started charging you for tanks and skins and stuff, and then they brought out World of Battleships or Warships or something, and that went the same way. So I don't know if it's gone, but this was a couple of years ago, but
I do miss having like buying a game and it being the whole game and not having to like download it, all
Yeah.
these extra bits and
It,
pay
wa-
for
it,
all these extra
it,
bits.
it wouldn't be as bad if they were like the game's free, but then you pay for everything else, or it's I don't know, it's a tenner for the game. Not when you're paying 50, 60 quid a game.
Do you know what the bit that pisses me off about the whole thing is
What
that
grinds your gears?
do you know you can buy a game, yeah? You sit there and you can play it, and then when you take it to the counter on release day, when you're buying a game, and then the bloke on the counter goes, "Do you want to buy the DCL for it now?" And you're like,
Oh, yeah, DLC.
"What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, DLC. Sorry, not DCL. Yeah, DLC. Do you want to buy the DLCs for it now? Why? Well, you get
Animal
15
Crossing did
extra
it.
missions, and you get the next. Why just put the 15 missions in it on launch day, and I don't have to spend another 30 flipping quid.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, sorry, Animal Crossing did it, and Animal Crossing original as the game was something like 60 quid, and then they added the 20 quid DLC, and you can pay for it in blocks, so you can pay for it all at once. So, and it's just like I thought I had the whole game.
Yeah.
Like, thanks. You've got to pay extra per month for it as well.
But I understand games like Skyrim and Marvel Alliance and stuff like that, where you buy the little figures and you put them on the stands, and you need that figure to play that mission. But that mission's in the game already.
Yeah.
So you're not buying the mission; you're buying the figure
Access
to play
to
the
the game.
mission. But
Yeah.
when Call of Duty is a bugger for it because they release loads of content for it, but then the bit that you actually want to play, you've still got to pay extra for.
You see, I mean, when they started doing that, it was all right. I didn't mind it as much. It's just like me and my mate who lived together. We'd always lived together at the time. He would always get the one with the DLC packs in. So he'd be paying 100 quid or something stupid like that, and I'd just pay the normal, which is again at the time was 50 quid. But then I'd be the one that every couple of months I'm paying 20 quid to get the latest DLCs. But it was all right when it was like retro maps and stuff like that, you know. So it was like playing the airport, or there was a few others that I remember.
Yeah, because Sims, you had like the bits you can buy and then add on, and it was like pets or sorts of jobs.
You know, but you could play online regardless. It was just the fact that it's a frustrating that stuff isn't available when you pay the full price. I'd rather just say it's 100 quid for a game, but you get everything with it.
Yeah.
I mean, at least at that point, you could order, or you could buy that, and it would be around 100 quid, and it would be the whole thing. Whereas now, games are just relying on putting more and more stuff out. You know, and I think by the end of its run, it's the sort of a original part of it is a very small amount compared to what they've charged people for on top.
Well, Animal Crossing was, you know, so much. There was so much more in it originally, and even with the updates now, it's still not the same amount of game. Obviously, it's like better graphics and stuff like that, but it's not the same amount of game as it was when it was like on the DS.
But, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is coming up to 9 o'clock. Now, this young-looking boy here needs as much beauty sleep as he can get. I am going to see Optimus Prime tomorrow. He is at Cheshire Oaks, so I'm going to go and see him and tell him how great he was in Transformers the movie.
Please, go and get him to sign something.
Literally said the same thing.
He's in lorry form, unfortunately. He's not in robot form, he's in lorry form, and he's not allowed to transform because the Decepticons will know where he is.
Can you get him to run over something?
What?
Yeah, can you get him to run over your leg or something as a souvenir?
As you can see from the bottom, I've had the ticker running for a while now. We have got a set date for the next Movie Chats Extra, which is the 26th of June. So Nate, Ryan, Lisa have all agreed to come on and we've got 2 other channels as well that couldn't come on this week. Last week or the week before, they said that they're available, so they're going to come on. So yeah, please tune into Movie Chats Extra on the 26th of June. We're putting out regular content normally ourselves anyway, and obviously we've got this live show as well. So hopefully you're enjoying what we're putting out. The year for review for 2 weeks' time, because I'm not here next week, is 1990, and the homework movie is Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. So that's the original Star Trek 2 and not Into Darkness, which
So
is...
is it the director's cut though, Steve?
You can watch the director's cut if you want with the extra 4 minutes of footage.
That's good, because otherwise I'm digging out the DVD from the loft.
Yeah, so you can watch that one. I'll tell you what, Steve, I'll even watch the director's cut. How's that?
Joan, it's going to be the year for the review is going to be 1990.
See, you weren't listening then. You don't listen to each other.
Who said that?
You can tell how long we've been doing this for now, can't you?
Seems like forever.
Right. We are on Instagram on Movie Chats _2021. Not movie twats, movie chats. And we are on Facebook via Movie Chats and Film Geeks as well. So we are that official channel, that official page's channel. So if you're watching us on Facebook, please like and subscribe and hit the bell button as well for all your Movie Chats content. Cherry, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure as always. Stevie, I'll catch you later, mate.
Thanks, everybody. Hopefully, give me support next week, please, because I'm being lumbered on my own. But yeah, thank you very much.
You're not being lumbered. The wife said,
I need to go on holiday. That's what he did.
The wife says, take me on holiday, and, happy
That's
wife.
The best we can come up with.
And then he complains that I go on holiday.
At least she left the country.
But I need the viewing figures, Cherry, yet,
If you're not here, that's one less.
Right.
But yeah, thank you very much, guys.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and I'll see you all very soon.
Don't forget the like button. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye.
Bye.